Hello students, welcome you all on behalf of Resonance. Myself Srinivas Naidu, SRN sir. आज 29th लास्ट पेपर दैट इज शिफ्ट टू की पेपर हम देख रहे हैं केमिस्ट्री. हाउ मेनी ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्पीसीज हैव sp3d2 हाइब्रिडाइजेशन. इसमें आपको दिया है BRF5, PCl5, ICl4 माइनस, PCl3, SF6, CLF3, IF5. इसमें हम हाइब्रिडाइजेशन फाइंड करने के लिए स्टेरिक नंबर फाइंड कर सकते हैं बाय कैलकुलेटिंग वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. इसमें BRF5 इसके लिए टोटल वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इफ यू कैलकुलेट, ब्रोमीन इज द 17th ग्रुप एलिमेंट, फ्लोरीन इज आल्सो 17th ग्रुप एलिमेंट. देर आर टोटली 6 17th ग्रुप एटम्स है. सो इसमें वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो 6 into 7 that is 42 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. और ये 42 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को हम 8 से डिवाइड कर रहे हैं. देन रिमाइंडर इज 2, डिवाइड विथ 2, then you will get 5 plus 1. The sum of quotients represents the steric number. So steric number is 6. If steric number is 6, it is sp3d2 hybridization. इसमें फर्स्ट कोशेंट रिप्रेजेंट्स बॉन्ड पेयर्स, सेकेंड कोशेंट रिप्रेजेंट्स लोन पेयर्स. दैट मीन्स इन BRF5 देर आर 5 bond pairs and 1 lone pair. So the shape is square pyramid and hybridization is sp3d2. So अपन को देखना है sp3d2 hybridization किस में है. So BRF5 में sp3d2 hybridization है. और similarly PCl5, if you calculate PCl5 valence electrons, in PCl5 there is 5 plus 5 into 7, 40 electrons, and if you divide with 8, the steric number you will get 5. This represents sp3 dehybridization. So PCl5 में phosphorus का hybridization sp3d और इसमें sp3d2 hybridization with 5 bond pairs and 1 lone pair. PCl5 has sp3d hybridization with 0 lone pair, so it is trigonal bipyramidal geometry. Next ICl4 minus, in this ICl4 minus 7 plus 4 into 7 plus 1, it is 28 plus 8, that is 36, and if you divide with 8, 8 fours 32, 4 remainder, again 2 2s are 4, and 4 plus 2, this is steric number 6, and steric number 6 means it is sp3d2 hybridized. इसमें 4 represents the bond pairs and 2 represents the lone pairs. So इसमें ICl4 minus में 4 bond pair है, 2 lone pair है. So according VSEPR it is square planar shape with sp3d2 hybridization. Next PCl3, if you calculate the valence electrons in PCl3, it is 5 plus 3 into 7, 21 plus 5, 26. If you divide with 8, 8 3 is 24, 2 remainder, 2 से फिर divide करेंगे, then you will get 3 plus 1 4. Steric number 4 means it is sp3 hybridized. It is sp3 hybridized. So it is having 1 lone pair and with 3 bond pairs. So it has pyramidal shape with sp3 hybridization. And SF6 in this sp3d2 hybridization होगा with octahedral geometry. And CLF3, if you take CLF3, it is also similarly calculated 7 plus 3 into 7, you will get 21 plus 7, 28. If you divide with 8, 8 3 is 24 and 4 remainder. If you divide with 2, you will get 3 plus 2 5. That means sp3 dehybridization with 3 bond pairs and 2 lone pairs. So इसमें 3 bond pairs 2 lone pairs है तो T shape होगा with sp3 dehybridization. Next IF5, it is similar to BRF5, it is also having sp3d2 hybridization with a square pyramid shape. So how many molecules you are getting sp3d 2 hybridization, BrF5, ICl4 minus and SF6 and IF5. These 4 are having sp3d2 hybridization and remaining are having sp3d and sp3 hybridizations. This is about the solution. BrF5 has square pyramidal shape, PCl5 has trigonal bipyramidal shape with sp3d hybridization, ICl4 minus square planar shape with 2 lone pairs and 4 bond pairs, and it is sp3d2 hybridized, and PCl3 pyramidal shape, sp3 hybridized with 1 lone pair, and SF6 octahedral shape with sp3d2 hybridization, and ClF3 sp3d hybridization T shape, and it is also having 3 bond pairs and 2 lone pairs. IF5, it has 1 lone pair and 5 bond pairs, sp3d2 hybridization, square pyramidal shape. Second question, how many of the following have peroxo bonds, that means OO bonds? Here H2SO4, H2SO3, H2SO3, H2S2O7 and H2S2O8 are given. So, if you observe these shapes structure, H2SO4, it is having only OO bond, only S double bond O, there is no OO bond, and in H2SO3 it is having the structure like this, and in H2S2O7 there is only one oxygen in between 2 sulfurs, SOS bond is there, and in H2S2O8 only you are getting the OO bond. Other than this, in one more molecule there will be OO bond sulfur oxy acids में, that is H2SO5, इसमें भी OO bond होगा, that is peroxy bond होगा. इसको हम पेरोक्सो मोनोसल्फ्यूरिक एसिड कहेंगे, इसको पेरोक्सी डाइसल्फ्यूरिक एसिड. Next question, stannane is a molecular hydride and stannane has planar structure. In this, stannane is a molecular hydride, it is correct, but stannane is planar structure, it is not correct, because stannane means SnH4. SnH4 is having tetrahedral shape, it is having tetrahedral shape, it is not planar structure. So, second statement is correct, incorrect, and only first statement is correct. This is the SnH4 structure and it has tetrahedral shape. Next, this is from atomic structure, correct increasing order of energy of the following. इसमें n is 4 and L equal to 2 दिया है, that means n plus L value if you calculate it will be 6 and it is 4d orbital electron quantum numbers, and n equal to 4, L equal to 1, that means n plus L value will be 5 and it is 4p electron quantum numbers, n equal to 3, L equal to 2, and here n plus L value is also 5 and this is representing 3d electron, n equal to 3, L equal to 1, n plus L value equal to 4, it is representing 3p electron. Now, if you arrange in the increasing order, 3p is having lower energy, सबसे कम एनर्जी किसकी है 3p के लिए, और अब 3d और 4p में किसका एनर्जी कम है, जिसकी n वैल्यू कम है उसका एनर्जी कम होगा. सो 3d that means it is 3d orbital, next 4p, next 4d, that means it is D option less than, it is C less than 4p, that means B less than A. This is the correct increasing order of energies. Next, a gaseous mixture contain x grams of oxygen and 200 grams of neon and have total pressure 25 bar and partial pressure of neon is 20 bar, then value of x is. ये तो गैस स्टेट का है, दैट इज डाल्टन्स लॉ ऑफ पार्शियल प्रेशर्स रिलेटेड. You know partial pressure of neon is equal to total pressure into mole fraction. अब इसमें partial pressure is given 20 bar, total pressure is given 25 bar and mole fraction we are writing, we are finding the mole fraction as 4 by 5 now. Mole fraction means number of moles of neon upon total number of moles, that means neon ki moles and here oxygen gas is given. So, oxygen ki moles. It is equal to mole fraction of neon होगा. अब इसमें नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ नियन कैसे कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं, इसके मास दिया है, सो 200 ग्राम्स बाय इट्स के एटॉमिक मास 20 और 200 by 20 विल गिव यू द नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ नियन. नाउ these are also number of moles of neon and ऑक्सीजन के मोल्स कैसे कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं, x grams of oxygen given, so x by 32. Now this is equal to mole fraction of neon 4 by 5. On solving this, you will get x value as 80 gram. So, mass of the oxygen gas is 80 gram. Next question, this is from ionic equilibrium. 200 milliliters of 0.01 molar HCl solution is mixed with 400 milliliters of 0.01 molar H2SO4. Then pH of the resulting solution is. इसमें पहले हम क्या फाइंड कर रहे हैं, H प्लस कॉन्सेंट्रेशन बाई यूजिंग M1V1 प्लस M2V2 बाई V1 प्लस V2 फार्मूला. इसमें हम H प्लस आयन्स के कॉन्सेंट्रेशन इंटू वॉल्यूम ले रहे हैं 0.01 इंटू 200 फॉर HCl एंड H2SO4 में 2 इंटू 0.01 इंटू 400 ले रहे हैं बिकॉज नंबर ऑफ मोल्स इन दिस H प्लस आयन्स is 2 into 0.01 into 400 by 600. Now, on solving you are getting 5 by 3 into 10 power minus 2 molar as the H plus concentration. Now, pH equal to minus log H plus concentration. If you put this value H plus concentration 5 by 3 into 10 power minus 2 होगा. On solving this you will get pH value as 1.78. This is the question from electrochemistry based on an Nernst equation. Here copper electrode and its concentration and silver electrode concentration is given and E cell is provided 0.43 volts and standard electrode potential of silver electrode is given and copper electrode standard electrode potential पूछ रहे हैं. So, इसमें Nernst equation में हम इसको अप्लाई करेंगे. एनोड के पास ये ऑक्सीडेशन, कैथोड के पास रिडक्शन हो रहा है और इसमें ओवरऑल रिएक्शन इज Cu प्लस 2Ag प्लस इज गिविंग Cu2 प्लस प्लस 2Ag. इसमें E cell equal to based on Nernst equation E cell equal to E naught cell minus 0.06 by N, that means number of electrons transferred 2 electrons into log Cu2 plus concentration by Ag plus concentration square. अब इसमें E cell given है 0.43, E naught cell हमको फाइंड करना है and 0.06 by 2 log Cu2 plus concentration is also given in the equation, that is 0.001 molar. So, इसको हम यहाँ substitute कर रहे हैं and Ag plus concentration is also given 0.01 molar, इसको भी substitute कर रहे हैं. By calculating E naught cell you will get 0.46 volts. अब E naught cell is nothing but cathode minus anode electrode potentials, E naught of cathode minus E naught of anode. Here Ag plus concentration, I mean Ag plus E naught minus Cu2 plus E naught हम ले रहे हैं. अब इसमें copper electrode की SRP value हम calculate कर रहे हैं, then we are getting 0.34 volts. अब इसमें express करना है सम x इंटू 10 पावर माइनस 2 फॉर्म में, तब ये 34 इंटू 10 पावर माइनस 2 हो जाएगा. नेक्स्ट वन, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आयन हैव लोएस्ट हाइड्रेशन एंथैल्पी. ये तो डी ब्लॉक एलिमेंट्स में डेटा बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है. इसमें डेटा के हिसाब से हम बताना पड़ता है. क्रोमियम 2 प्लस के लिए -1925, किलो जूल पर मोल, Mn2 प्लस के लिए -1862 किलो जूल पर मोल, Fe2 प्लस के लिए -1998 किलो जूल पर मोल एंड CO2 प्लस के लिए -2079 किलो जूल पर मोल। इसमें सबसे कम हाइड्रेशन एंथैल्पी किसका है? Mn2 प्लस का है। Now find sum of oxidation number and coordination number for the complex sodium, cobalt, bipyramidal Cl4 दिया है। Bipyramidal is the bidentate ligand and if you calculate the oxidation state, sodium के लिए +1, for cobalt let us take X, bipyridine is a neutral ligand, its oxidation number is 0 and for Cl it is 4 into -1 that equal to -4. On solving you will get X value as +3, that means oxidation number of cobalt is +3 and coordination number is 6. Now the sum of oxidation number and coordination number is 9. So you have to report this as 9. Next question, how many grams of HNO3 is used to form 110 grams of KNO3 according to the reaction. अब इसमें ये रिएक्शन दिया है, मोल कॉन्सेप्ट का है, इसमें 110 ग्राम्स ऑफ KNO3 दिया है और कितने HNO3 से कितने ग्राम्स HNO3 से KNO3 110 ग्राम बनेगा, ये कैलकुलेट करना है. सो इफ यू सॉल्व दिस दैट इज 4/3 into 110/101 moles of this and you will get this 3 into 3 moles of KNO3 is obtained from 4 moles of HNO3. सो यहाँ KNO3 के मास दिया है, सो इसके यूज़ करके हम HNO3 के मास कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं. तब आपको मास ऑफ HNO3 मिलेगा बाय मल्टीप्लाइंग विथ इट्स मोलार मास, दैट इज यू आर गेटिंग 91.485 grams and if you round off this you will get 92 grams. Next, to increase setting time of Portland cement, which of the following compound is added? So, to increase the setting time to the Portland cement, gypsum is added. So, gypsum formula CaSO4 to H2O. Next one, what happens in liquation process of tin? Generally, in the liquation process, melting of metal like tin can be made to flow on a sloping surface. By that, the impurities are having high melting point and metal is having low melting point, then this process is applied to remove that impurities. So, the first one is the answer. In the liquation process, we are heating on the slope. So, by that the molten metal will come down and impurities will be left on the earth. Next, 1.8 grams of non-volatile solute is added to 62.5 cc of a solvent. If freezing point of solution is 155.1 Kelvin, then molar mass of the solute is. ये भी डायरेक्ट फार्मूला सब्स्टिट्यूटेड है. मास ऑफ सॉल्वेंट आपको डायरेक्टली नहीं दिया, डेंसिटी एंड वॉल्यूम के टर्म्स में बता दिया. डेंसिटी इज गिवन एज 0.8, वॉल्यूम इज गिवन एज 62.5 cc. So, on multiplying you are getting 50 gram. Now, in the delta TF equal to Kf into m, Kf means its value is given, that is 2, and delta TF depression in freezing point, that is difference between the freezing points. What is the freezing points given? 155.1 and 156. इनके difference delta TF होगा, it is 0.9 into 0.9 equal to 2 into 1.8, that is mass of solute into 1000 by molar mass of solute हमको find करना है और 50 mass of solvent है. Now, on solving you are getting 80 as the mass of the solute. Next question, this is from chemical kinetics. 1 gram of radioactive substance, half life is given and it is absorbed by a plant. After 100 years, amount of radioactive substance left is x into 10 power minus 1 gram. We have to report in terms of x. So, इसमें radioactive disintegration is first order kinetics. So, T equal to 1 by lambda into ln A by A minus x. इसमें T 100 years and lambda can be calculated by taking 0.693 by T half, or you can take ln 2 by T half. So, on substituting this, you are getting W as 0.1 gram. So, here after 100 years, what is the amount of substance left? 0.1 gram. Next, this is question from thermochemistry. 0.6 kilogram of coal which contains 60% of carbon on combustion in presence of insufficient oxygen gives CO and CO2 according to these reactions. If 60% of carbon is converted into CO, then calculate amount of heat released. इसमें देखो पहले हम मास ऑफ कार्बन कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं. ये 0.6 इंटू 10 क्यूब इंटू 60% दैट इज 360 ग्राम्स ऑफ कार्बन है. नाउ 60% ऑफ कार्बन मीन्स मास ऑफ कार्बन कैलकुलेट किया, इसमें 60% कार्बन मीन्स इट इज़ 216 ग्राम्स है. अब इसमें फर्स्ट इक्वेशन अपन ले रहे हैं, C प्लस हाफ O2 इज गिविंग CO. इसमें डेल्टा H नॉट इज गिवन एज -100 किलो जूल पर मोल. अब इसमें 216/12 मोल्स के लिए कितना डेल्टा H होगा ये कैलकुलेट किया है. देन यू आर गेटिंग -1800 किलो जूल. सेकेंड इक्वेशन में कार्बन प्लस O2 गिव्स CO2. इसमें 144/12 दैट इज गिविंग हाउ मच डेल्टा H ये कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं. सो फॉर 1 मोल इट इज -400 किलो जूल and for 144/12 grams it is equal to -4800 kilojoules. Now, total heat released, this if you add these two you will get 6600 kilojoules. Next, which of the following compounds show maximum distortion according to Jahn-Teller effect? Jahn-Teller effect means इसमें सपोज आप d ऑर्बिटल्स को ले रहे हैं. d ऑर्बिटल्स इन octahedral complex is splitting as T2g and EG orbitals. T2g and EG orbitals means dx square minus y square and dz square, and here dxy, dyz, dzx orbitals. Suppose if you are taking D9 configuration, in the D9 configuration electrons are filled like this. Now, the 9th electron, that is the last electron, where it has to occupy, here it has two equally degenerate orbitals available, that is dx square minus y square and dz square. और अब इसमें ये दोनों डीजेनरेट ऑर्बिटल्स में, दैट मीन्स इक्वली एनर्जेटिक, अब ये दोनों ऑर्बिटल्स में कोई भी एक ऑर्बिटल में ये ऑक्यूपाई किया, तो मान लो ये dz स्क्वायर ऑर्बिटल में ऑक्यूपाई किया, तब क्या हो जाएगी? तब इसमें इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी यहाँ dz स्क्वायर और dzx ये दोनों ऑर्बिटल्स में अलोंग दी मेटल एंड लिगैंड्स के बीच में, मेटल एंड लिगैंड्स के बीच में अलोंग द जेड एक्सिस इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. सो ये इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी ज़्यादा होने की वजह से इसको एसिमेट्रिक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फील्ड बोल सकते हैं, और इसकी वजह से इसकी एनर्जी बढ़ेगा, और ये एनर्जी बढ़ने से इसको कम करने के लिए इसमें ऑक्टाहेड्रल कॉम्प्लेक्स में जो अलोंग दी जेड एक्सिस से ये लिगैंड्स एलोंगेशन हो जाएगा, to decrease the energy, they are elongating along the z axis. Due to this, what happens? The distortion takes place. So, this is said to be the John-Teller effect, the distortion due to the repulsion in the degenerate orbitals cases. That means, asymmetric field में ये degenerate orbitals में if electron is occupying any one of these degenerate orbitals, then it will become asymmetric, and because of that asymmetric, it has to lower its energy, and while it is lowering, it is elongating along the z axis. Suppose if it occupies dx square minus y square, then what happens? It will elongate along xy plane, and if it is occupying dz square, it elongates along z axis plane, z axis. So, if it is elongating along z axis, then octahedral complexes में distortion आ जाएगा, और this is said to be the John-Teller distortion. ये John-Teller distortion ये given complexes में किस में ज़्यादा होगा? This will be more in case of trans Cu En twice Cl2. So, this distortion is more observed in this case, that is why the answer is 2 for this. And this John-Teller effect is also observed in high spin D4, low spin D7 and D9 configurations. Okay. Low spin D7, high spin D4 means, ये easy orbitals and ये T2G orbitals में इसको कहेंगे अपन हाई स्पिन D4 कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, एंड ये T2G orbitals. And low spin D7 means, if the configuration is like this, this is said to be the low spin D7 configuration, and D9 configuration, as you seen now, this is said to be the D9 configuration. So, in these cases, John-Teller distortion is more. Okay. So, John-Teller distortion in the given complexes, it is observed more in case of trans CuEn twice Cl2 dichloroethylene diamine copper complex. And the next question is, the value of critical temperature of 4 gases is given, that is 4 Kelvin, 190 Kelvin, 408 Kelvin and 304 Kelvin respectively. In which gas is adsorbed least on activated charcoal? जिसकी critical temperature ज़्यादा है वो ज़्यादा adsorb होगा, जिसकी critical temperature कम है वो कम adsorption होगा. So, इसमें given gases में helium is having lower critical temperature among the given gases. So, it will adsorb less. Okay. So, that is it about this paper. Okay, students, thank you.